Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh. I sell used junk on eBay. Today is a Monday morning and we got 39 orders going out. But before I forget, I do have some things at home I want to throw up on the screen. I got a couple of 78s going out to the same repeat buyer. Put those up on the screen. And also a couple of books from some recent books that I have listed that I have not got to the storage unit yet. We'll put those up on the screen as well. But that is, I think, everything at home. If there's anything else, we'll put it up on the screen now. But anyways, sales, moderate over the weekend, doing okay. I did not have my 10% off sale running, so that might have been part of it. Probably kick that on later today or maybe tomorrow. Right now, just kind of trying to get caught up with processing things. So I'm not too terribly worried about getting things shipped out right now. We got a lot going on this week. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but I think I can get a lot of work done this week. So really looking forward to that. Already today, I processed 2 sewing machines, got them all taken apart, photographs done, and now those are ready to list. Probably later this afternoon. We shall see. Storage unit needs a little bit of time. I need to come spend probably 30 minutes to an hour here working on that, but that's not going to happen today. Let's see, topics. I did get one negative feedback over the weekend. It was for a Pokemon card. They were not happy with the condition. It's always those low value Pokemon cards where they're going to leave that negative feedback because they're not happy with the condition. Man, just return the thing, guys. Come on. It's not that hard. Put a little tape back over the package I sent you. Slap that label on it, but oh well. Nothing I'm going to be able to do here. There's this, I don't know. The guy didn't even reach out to me. If he'd reached out to me, I probably would have just refunded him, but he left a negative, so I'll go and reply to it here in a day or two whenever I can do it without being upset. And so I'm just a little upset he didn't reach out to me, but oh well. In a day or two, I'll reply to it and it'll all be good. But anyways, let me show you guys what sold. All right, so starting down the floor, do have another CD lot going out. Had somebody coming in doing photographs last week. They also put together a bunch of lots for me of my music. So this lot of 50 rock CDs sold for, I don't know, probably around $30. I'll put it up on the screen. Happy to see those go. I'm trying to move them really fast right now, so glad to see that. 2 different pairs of jeans. I'll put these up on the screen. I honestly don't even remember what they are, but we did sell those. One little sewing machine part, just kind of this extension tray. These always sell really good for me. They do have a little bit higher return rate because there's so many different styles of them. A lot of times people will buy the wrong ones. Here's a sewing machine foot pedal. This doesn't even say what it's for. Off brand by far, but I think we still got $7 or $8 for it. That's usually what that style will go for. One Yu-Gi-Oh card, Cyberstein, a CD, music from the Andes, and 1 DVD. This buyer sent me an offer, I accepted it, and then they did not pay. eBay ended up canceling it after like 4 days or whatever it is, and then they messaged me saying, hey, I didn't realize I didn't pay for that. So I sent them out the same offer, they accepted and paid right away. So Cactus Creek, episode 4. Pretty cool. Let's go through the books. In the back, I have the Military History and Atlas of the Napoleonic Wars. This is the second copy of this I've sold in the last week. First copy went for $72. This copy I sold for $60. This buyer was buying it for... They sell books also. They are a bookseller, and they had a buyer for this as well, so they were wanting to get it cheaper. They wanted $50 originally. I was not going down to $50. They finally ended up accepting, I think it was $62, or maybe $60. I really didn't want to go lower than that because I just sold one for $72. Then they were upset about the taxes. I was like, I can't control the taxes. That's on eBay's end. You have to submit that to them. They're like, I have. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. That's between you and eBay. I do not control the taxes, unfortunately. I wish I could have made them a little bit happier, but made them as happy as I could. Yeah. If I knew them off platform or something like that, we would have made a deal off platform and I could have done a better deal, but that was the best I could do on eBay. Here we got Tales of Old Time Texas by Frank Dobby. We've got Be God's Guest, Feast of Leviticus 23 by Warren Werbsby. We've got a cookbook, Turn of the Century Recipes for Cooking with Wood, Gas, or Electric. And this was put out, I believe, by the manufacturer of that wood stove, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Wrought Iron Range Company. Star of Light. I had a hard time finding this one in this box over here because there's like 6 red books that look exactly like this in there, but it is Star of Light. one Xbox 360 game, NASCAR Unleashed, a CD, Greg Voles, and then another stack of CDs. These Time Life, if I find Time Life, they're all like the same. This one's Classic Country. They do fairly decent for me in lots. Actually, any Time Life does it good in lots. CDs, books, whatever it is, if you can find a whole bunch of them, they do good. Individually, Time Life, not that great, but in lots, it can be really good. Sewing machine part, sewing machine part, sewing machine part. This is a charger for like a wall trimmer, and it's actually missing like this battery cover here, so I sold it really cheap, but we still did sell it. And then this cool little stapler, kind of like mid-century modern type of look there with that brown marbling on it. Bates 88P. I don't know. Cool little stapler. That is everything we got in this unit. We're going to go down to the other unit, talk about our plan for the week, and then show you guys what else sold down there. So let's go down there. All right, this is a segment of the show where I talk about something I use in my business. I've actually got two things today. One, the box cutter I use. I know you could put like a little sticker on there or something, but I know this sounds very basic, but it's a very basic box cutter. But on the other end of this, it's what you don't see as much. There's this little cardboard scoring tool that is so handy. It's kind of sharp, so I'm not gonna touch it too hard, but very handy to have one of these on hand. You can get by with just a box knife or a regular knife, but having this scoring tool on the other end is very helpful. I'm scoring cardboard every single day, so that is really nice. Also, second tool is also for scoring cardboard. It is this box resizer. Basically, you're going to set your depth here. I could loosen this up. Try and show you this one-handed. You can make it deeper or however long you want it. It does have a nice little kind of measuring tape on this side, and you just take it around the inside of the box, and it will score the box so that you can resize your boxes down, make them a little bit smaller if you're needing to. Very handy. I always keep these two tools around. I use the box knife every day, and I use this every time I'm in a pinch. And I have a box that's too big, and I need to make it a little bit smaller. Making it smaller will save on shipping costs, and also on packing supplies, having to use less packing paper, that type of thing. So it's two things I'm always using in my business. If you got any questions about other things I use for other purposes in the business, let me know down in the comments. But if not, we'll just keep showing you guys at this time just something random we're using. But anyways, back to the storage unit. All right, so plan for the week is we got a lot of sewing machines coming in this week through a source that I get them from quite a bit. So we are gonna be doing 2 sewing machines per day. I wanna try and do those really early in the day, like 7 to 8 o'clock, get those taken apart and just be done with those. That's kind of the plan right now. Also, I'm not looking to source a bunch of those moving forward because I want to get through a bunch of books that I have in backlog. Or at least when I say moving forward, I mean for the next few weeks, maybe even a month or so. So that's the plan. And if I do that, that's at least enough of the base in the store, new stuff going into the store to keep the store flowing good. Now, on top of that, I am currently running 2 auctions per day. What the auctions are more like my more random stuff that goes in the store. Like a lot of the stuff you see back here in totes would be the type of stuff that I'm currently starting auctions on. So Monday through Friday, taking 2 new items into the store, running them as auctions. That way they're out of the store in 7 days. Also on Saturdays and Sundays, I've decided I'm also going to convert 2 old listings, like maybe this giant Lion King plush, into auctions. So that way we got 2 auctions going up 7 days a week. Monday through Friday, they are new listings. Saturday and Sunday, clearing some old stuff out of the store. With those listings, I am prioritizing bigger things that take up space and things that also have a little bit more value and a little bit more auction appeal. In other words, things that appeal to a lot of people. For instance, I have a bunch of parts to an oven. I'm not going to run those on auction. I'm setting those aside in a tote. Whenever we start listing totes of random stuff again, I will do those. But the auctions are more things that there's a bigger market for. Oven parts, there's maybe one person out there looking for that week, and they're not going to bid it up very high. We are starting these auctions low, a lot of them at $9.99, some of them at $19.99, depending on if it's a bigger, heavier item. But most of them are starting at $9.99, and I'm seeing some moderate success with that yet. None of them have ended yet. I just started this the middle of last week, so I think I'm going to be happy with that. So that's the plan for the week. 2 sewing machines per day, 2 auctions per day. And then also I need to get sorted through the trailer load of books that I got like 2 weeks ago. I wanted to get through it last week. It did not happen. I'm going to start on that today, this afternoon. And hopefully this week I can get through all that. Also, as a part of that, I'm going to get a shipment sent off to Amazon. I'm prioritizing 1 Amazon shipment per week. We're going to put that down in stone here right now. We're going to try and do 1 Amazon shipment per week. I've not done good at this year. We're going to start doing that. I got my Amazon shipment sent last week. Already have like half a shipment of books set aside for the next shipment. So hopefully Wednesday or Thursday, I'll have enough for my second shipment and I can do that. Prioritizing Amazon shipments. That's got to be huge. The other thing I need to work on this week is I need to figure out a Whatnot schedule. I need to figure out when I'm going live on there and just do that. Just have a certain time, day, whatever I'm doing on Whatnot. I need to figure out my plan there. I'm starting to gain a little bit of traction on Whatnot. Now, if you're watching this YouTube channel, you're thinking you're just selling Whatnot because you're on YouTube. None of my Whatnot sales are coming from YouTube. They're all coming organically from Whatnot. I'm learning how to organically get some of those Whatnot buyers into my shows. We're starting to see a little bit of success. I see it. I see where it can go. I've got some ideas to bring some better books there. We are just selling books on Whatnot. And if you do want to check that out and you want to be my first person that comes from YouTube over to Whatnot, there's a link down in the description below. You get 15% off your first purchase on Whatnot. So that would be great. If you want to check out some books, or if you want to get something from somebody else, but use my link, that would be great. Because I think I get like $5 and you get 15 or something like that on Whatnot. That would be a lot of fun. But yeah, I think that's the plan for this week. 2 sewing machines per day, 2 auctions per day. Sort through the trailer load of books, send off a shipment to Amazon, figure out Whatnot. If I can do those things, we'll be doing really good. If we have any time for anything else, we'll fit in some other eBay listings, just like we always do. But anyways, let me show you guys what else sold down in this unit. All right, so here's everything else. First off, we got Christmas ornaments. These are Shiny Bright, very good brand to be on the lookout for. Condition is not great on the set. I actually listed this last September. I thought for sure it would sell in Christmas, but it didn't. Somebody waited until the beginning of June to buy these, but hey, glad to see these go. This is a pair of Reebok shoes. They are like composite toe, but they are in terrible condition. I would not list these nowadays, but somebody sent me an offer and I said, yes, take them. Let's get them out of the store. We do have some fabric going out, a little duck print. This is a Harry Potter shirt. This is extra large. This is my size. Honestly, this went for so low, I wish I had just kept it. And here's another piece of fabric as well. Let's see, we do have some CDs. These first 2 are going out to the same buyer. These are both Taiwanese. I have a whole bunch of Taiwanese stuff in my store. And then also this Irish Fiddle Masters from the 78 era, Milestones at the Garden. Pretty cool. 1 G.I. Joe, 1 sewing machine part, and even a little dongle, is that the right word? Little Bluetooth receiver from Logitech. Here's a book. This buyer, they sent me an offer and they said, hey, I'm looking at a lot of other books in your store. Will you accept an offer on this one? And so I accepted the offer. And then they never messaged me back about what else they wanted. So I guess we'll just ship this one out. And last but not least, this has been listed a long time, but we still got good money for it. Richard Bach, Nothing by Chance. Cool little book here. Pilot, author, and freelance writer Richard Bach has always been fond of barnstorming era of flying that was so popular in the 20s. Pretty cool. A gypsy pilot's adventure in modern America. Cool looking book. That is everything we got going out today. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.